Guys, this video is gonna fucking sting, but I'm here to help you. The intent is to help you guys get to the regiment, and there's gonna be a lot of obstacles along the way. So keep that in mind as you're watching this video. I'm on your side, right? Let's get into it. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Jay. I'm an active duty Green Beret, slowly inching my way towards retirement. The intent behind this channel is to share my knowledge and wisdom with the next generation. So if you haven't done so already, like and subscribe to help me reach that goal. I appreciate it. Let's jump right into it, guys. Number one sign that you'll never be Special Forces. You hate Special Forces guys. I've met a lot of those guys throughout my career. Guys that at one point in time wanted to be an SF guy, and then they ran across an SF guy and they had a bad experience. I've also met a lot of guys that's gun a selection at one point in time, fell for whatever reason, and now they're corrupting the pot because they're in a position of power, whether it's a first sergeant or sergeant major, and every time a lower enlisted mentions Special Forces, they're quick to react and say, oh, you don't want to go there, those dudes are fucked up, so on and so forth. So you grew up to learn to hate Special Forces. If you hate them, you'll never be part of them. Number two, you hate learning. Majority of SF guys, we're always learning. We have to in order to stay current with what's going on the battlefield. So we're lifelong learners. So if you don't like to learn and you just want to be entertained all the time, more than likely, you'll never be an SF guy. Number three, you have a spouse that's not supportive. Your household has to be on board in supporting you taking this journey. Without it, your mind's going to be elsewhere, and that's going to derail you from performing and actually getting to your end state. So before you start that journey, guys, make sure you have the support of all your loved ones. Number four, guys, you listen to everything that your parents say. Guys, I'm a parent myself, and all I want is the best for my kids. I don't want them going into harm's way, but at some point in time, they're going to have to take the reins and start running their own lives. And if they tell me that they want to go Special Forces, knowing how dangerous it is, I'm going to express my concerns, and then I'm going to let them do whatever it is that they want to do. Number five, you will never be a Special Forces guy if you are scared of certain events and you let your mind play tricks on you. I get a lot of emails about guys asking me, hey, is the swim test still a thing? Is the nasty Nick hard? Is there a 12-miler? Go to selection and find out yourself. Perform to the best of your ability, and I promise you, you will be okay. Number six, you're too comfortable with being mediocre. If you don't want to push yourself out of the job that you're currently doing in the military, and you're comfortable being a 68 whiskey, you're comfortable being a pack clerk, you're comfortable being infantry, that's fine. But don't lie to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Don't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. If you're comfortable doing the job that you're doing and you don't want to be uncomfortable, that's fine. Just don't waste your time and the recruiter's time. Once you make that decision to actually go, get your shit together and go to SFAS. Number seven, you will never be a Special Forces guy if people make you feel bad. Every time you get the guilt trip, you feel bad and you don't want to do something, guy, you're never going to be a fucking SF guy. And that's all right. If, your wife gives you the guilt trip, oh, you're going to join SF and leave us 6-7 months at a time. What about your kids? What about the finances? What am I supposed to do? Blah, blah, blah. And you get the guilt trip and that discourages you and you don't want to go. Guess what, man? You're not going to do it. If your friends are telling you, oh, you're going to go to selection, get selected, you're going to leave the group, we're not going to hang out anymore, we're not going to drink beer, we're not going to do this, and that gives you the guilt trip and you don't fucking go, then it's not meant for you, man. If people that you don't know are calling you contract killer and mercenary and that's making you feel bad and it's affecting your decision, then it's not meant for you. Number eight, guys, you will never be a Special Forces guy if you are loyal to family tradition. Let me explain this one. Certain families have a tradition, even those that are in the military. You have families that only want to be aviators. You have families that everybody grows up to be, captains on ships. And then you have families that, guys grew up to be SF guys. Like there's all sort of family tradition. But you have to be willing to go against the grain if Special Forces is your end state. Let's say your family tradition goes all the way back to the Navy and all your brothers and sisters before you, they've all joined the Navy, became aviators, so on and so forth. And then you want to be an SF guy. What are you going to do? So you have to be willing to go against the grain, against your family, to achieve your end state and live out your destiny. Number 9, guys, you will never be a special forces guy if you love excuses. Last but not least, guys, number 10, your attitude sucks. Attitude is everything in my eyes. Attitude is everything in the military. If you have a shitty attitude, I don't give a fuck who you are or how great you think you are. You will not be successful. Guys, I hope this was helpful. Again, it's not always sunny over here at Green Beret Chronicles. I want to shed light on shit that makes sense, on the truth, and hope that it finds you and it serves you. You're not always going to like what I say, guys, but it is the truth. And the fact that you're feeling some type of way about it goes to show that it's applicable to you. Accept it for what it is. Do what you need to do. Change whatever you need to change and get to selection. I appreciate you guys watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.